Welcome back. Please like and subscribe as we go through some body cam footage of the old Watts residence. Although the home has gotten some work to change its appearance, it still has an eerie aura to it, the site of tragic events that still haunts many of us. For those of you unfamiliar with the case, 6 years ago, Chris Watts annihilated his pregnant wife and 2 daughters after having an affair with a co-worker at Anadarko in Colorado. Back in August of 2018, Chris Watts confessed to the crimes, and the judge maxed him on all counts, totaling up to 5 life terms. Chris now sits in a Wisconsin prison, having to be transferred out of state for his own protection.
I hope you spend the rest of your life staring at the ceiling every night, being haunted by what you've done. None of us deserve this. Hearing my mother and father cry themselves to sleep in this hotel room causes me anguish that is beyond words. I can't describe how this feels, how badly my heart is breaking for my poor parents. We trusted you. You have taken away my family from this earth, but you can never take them from my heart. You took away my privilege of being an uncle to the most precious little girls I've ever known. I will never hear the words Uncle Frankie again, but you will never be called Dad again either. You'll never be able to put your hands on another woman, let alone my best friend, my beloved sister, and your son. I just can't comprehend how they weren't enough for you. Shanann, Bella, and Cece loved you more than anyone. You were their hero. How could you destroy the people who loved them the most?
Since the crimes, the home sold to a family. The Millers purchased the home and only lived inside the home for 1 year and 5 months. Not only are they selling, but their family has struggled since moving in. The Millers have been criticized for buying the home and trolled on the internet, being accused of trying to be like the Watts family with all of the similarities.
Is this the old Watts house? Is this the old Watts house? I think it is. I think I've met you before, right? When you guys first moved in here? Or?
So, it happened right here?
Wine is.
Is that the wine?
Yeah.
So, when you were holding the glass, how were you holding it when
I was just holding it.
Okay.
Everything like me and her had been through, you know, in 12 years, and then to see her just like, hey, you know? Yeah. I was like, I'm watching it right here, you know? I'm like, that's Bonnie, that's Kaylin on the right. And like, she even looks back to see if anybody's like watching, and I smacked her glass. You smacked her glass? Yeah. Okay. And I broke the glass.
And he just knocked it off my glass. He told me to shut the He called me He wanted to come scared.
I mean, 12 years of marriage, man.
No, I know, but
you know,
what was going through your head when you hit the glass?
I'm emotional, you know? I mean, I've been married to this woman for 12 years. She's the mother of my 3 kids.
So you are being placed under arrest for the domestic violence. You have certain rights as a victim in domestic violence and other things, but we're good with this.
I'm so scared. I've been able to take care of my kids on my own.
Okay.
So you're getting charged with the harassment, the obstruction of telephone service, and because it happened in front of the children, they're attacking them as well. 'You want to talk to me out here?
Can
I grab my shoes?
Yeah. You have kids in the house, right?
Yeah.
How old are the kids?
4, 7, and 9.
You mind if we come in?
Yeah. You can even go to the garage if you want. Wherever you're comfortable. See what you want to do.
12 years of marriage, and then this happens. And not long after they move into the old Watts home. But before I go any further, I want to give credit where credit is due. The video source of this content comes from Paula Mooney at PLUNDERTrueCrime. She's definitely one of my faves, and I think if you haven't already checked out her channel, you most definitely should. Please go like and subscribe to PLUNDERTrueCrime for the work she puts in to get us body cam footage like this, for not just this incident, but many other cases too. Thank you, Paula Mooney. After 12 years of marriage, the Millers are faced with a family crisis. After living in the old Watts residence for a little over a year, is it possible there may be a dark force at play here? The answer is yes. I know a little something about dark energy that can sometimes attach to an item, a home, and even a person, especially homes with a history of a violent crime in which a person took their last breath. And I'm only speaking through personal opinion.
Hi. I'm Sergeant Funker. If that's 911, you can hang up with them.
Okay, your officer is here. Your officer is here. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
What's going on?
My husband thinks that he saw me kiss a girl that's here from my work.
Okay.
And he shattered my wine glass that was in my hand.
How did he get the wine glass?
I was holding it. He shattered it out of my hand.
So he knocked you?
Yeah.
Okay. Were you kissing her?
No, she turned around to look at me, to kiss me on the cheek. I turned at the same time. It looked like we kissed.
Okay.
I don't like girls.
Have you had issues with him before about this kind of stuff? Okay.
We haven't had
Are you-
issues about this. We've had issues about him being angry at me.
How long have you been married?
12 and a half.
How many kids do you have?
3.
Are they all downstairs? Okay. So he's with an officer. Okay, so the kids are safe. Who else in the house right now?
I think my neighbor is still here, and my kids.
In the garage. Okay.
Please don't take my kids away.
Why would we take your kids away?
Because he's an angry man.
But why would we take the kids away?
I don't know. Please don't take them
Okay.
from me.
Do me a huge, take a deep breath. Okay?
He's an angry man. He always has been. And I don't like girls, and I wish I liked girls, but I don't like girls. But
So, are you hurt at all?
no, I'm okay. He did that, but I'm okay.
Is that from the glass or
It
from
was
him?
from the glass. It was from him shattering it out of my hands.
Okay. Did he say anything when he did that?
He told my friend and her husband to get the out of our house.
So they're not here anymore?
No, they left
Okay. How long ago did this happen?
like a half an hour ago, maybe. He took my phone.
Okay. Why did he take your phone?
I
Did he
don't
say
know.
anything?
I don't know. He probably didn't want me to call you.
Did he
probably
say that?
No,
Okay.
he didn't. But
So how did you get your phone back?
because I knew that he had it, I told him to give it to me because I told MJ to call the cops. So he threw it across the room, so I went and got it so that I could call you.
Okay.
Because thank God MJ was here, or I wouldn't
Is
have
that your
been.
son or is that the friend?
He's our neighbor.
Oh, okay. 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 So other than, let me see your hand again. Do you need an ambulance?
No,
or
no, no,
anything
no,
like that?
no. It's okay. I'm just really scared of him.
Okay. Has he ever been physical with you before? Just be honest with me. That's a yes.
He's never hit me.
Okay. Has he pushed you? Grabbed you? Okay. Do you have ID on you by chance, or is it up here?
It's
Okay.
downstairs.
We're not going to worry about that right now, okay? Can I get a picture of your finger real quick? So the glass did that,
Yeah, I think so.
but you don't know for sure?
It had to be the glass.
And he cleaned up the
You can
glass?
see. No, I cleaned up. Well, he vacuumed, but I picked up the shards.
So
I
you
don't
sure
want
you
my kids
so you sure you have the glass all picked up?
I hope so.
Do you have slippers, buddy? Because there might be some glass up here.
Yeah, let's stay away from here, okay, baby?
Hey.
I love my babies, and I've only stayed with him because I love him.
Okay. How much have you had to drink tonight?
A few glasses of wine. I'm
How
not.
much has he had?
I don't really know. I
But
don't
he
really-
has been drinking? What has he been drinking?
beer.
Okay.
I
Just
promise
beer?
you that this is me being very emotional. I'm not drunk. I'm really
No.
scared.
Are you over 21?
Yeah, I'm
You can be
33.
drunk. You can be drunk. It's okay.
I'm scared of him.
Okay. Explain that to me a little bit more. Why are you scared of him? That doesn't come from nowhere.
You know, he's always taking her shit.
Okay. You said he's grabbed you.
I mean, he's like,
You're saying he's never hit you.
I mean, he's got my ring off my fingers. He's pushed doors down. He's destroyed things in my house. But I can't leave because he's so good to my kids.
Is he the father of all three of them?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you spell your first name?
Homes with a history of murder, often referred to as stigmatized properties, pose unique challenges for real estate markets. These properties are generally considered to be emotionally, psychologically, and even financially impacted by their association with a violent crime. This type of stigma can deter potential buyers, affect the valuation of the home, and spark legal and ethical questions about disclosure requirements.
You can come downstairs if you want. The kids are fine.
Bella, say hi. And I really love you.
You don't want to say anything, go ahead. But you guys are stay here for now, okay?
He's going to watch.
I'm scared.
That's fine.
What?
Do what you want to do.
So, MJ, is that your nickname or your given? I have to ask. Nowadays, you never know.
So it's
Sure, he's going to be in jail overnight. He won't see a judge more than likely until some point tomorrow. There's a likely chance that he will be restrained from this location for a decent amount of time.
Okay.
Whether he obeys that or not, that's up to him. Okay. Sounds like you've got some great friends and great support system. You need to lean on them.
I do.
Okay? Take a couple deep breaths. Drink some water. Okay? Yep.
And I really love the fact that I careful, Cece, there's a table there. Child.
It's okay.
come here. It was hard to hold that condition. There at the front of them, and I told her, you know, like, I didn't in front of I just told Taylor, I was like, come here. And her and I came here and we stood here in the garage and we talked. And I told her, I said, I know everything that just happened. I watched it, you know. Yeah. I was like, just be honest with me, you know, tell me. And like, you're like, I mean, I even have.
Tragic or violent events sometimes leave an emotional imprint on the physical environment. Was this all just coincidental marriage problems? Or did moving into the old Watts residence and trying to make it their own curse their family? The notion of cursed homes has long captivated the human imagination. These dwellings, often linked with supernatural forces, misfortunes, and tragedy, have sparked fear, fascination, and curiosity across cultures and eras. Whether the result of family feuds, ancient rituals, or simply tragic events, the belief that a house can be cursed speaks to our deep-rooted fears of the unknown and the inexplicable forces that seem to shape our lives.
So like I said, you made choices tonight, and since you make these choices, whether they're the right ones or not, I can't predict that.
And he can come back tonight. No, yeah.
Okay, but for sure he's going to be in jail overnight. He won't see a judge more than one point tomorrow. There's likely chances of being restrained from this location for whether he obeys that or not, that's up to him. Okay?
Hi, you are currently being recorded.
It happened right
Did it happen right
where
here?
the wine is.
Is that the wine?
Yeah.
So, when you were holding the glass, how were you holding it when he...
I was just holding it.
Okay, and did he say anything when that happened?
Yeah, well, he came upstairs. He was like, I saw you kiss her, whatever.
Yeah.
So silly, it's so stupid. And he just knocked it out of my glass. He told me to shut up. He called me a... He walked down the stairs.
When did he take your phone?
I don't know. I honestly do not know when
Did
he
you have
took
it in your hand or anything?
No, it was charging in here,
Okay.
and I know that he took it because he thinks he saw what he saw, and he knew I was going to call the cops. I told MJ to call the cops, and that's why he threw it back into my room.
Was that the only phone you had, or was there other phones you could use to call us?
No, this is my only phone.
But okay, but nobody else had a phone.
MJ is my neighbor, and I told him to call the cops.
So can I see your finger?
I mean, it's cleaned up a little bit now, but that's his breath.
I got a picture of your
Okay, did you? Alright, so harass. Does it hurt?
No, it doesn't really hurt. I'm just really scared of
The
him.
phone did it. Okay. Alright.
How do you spell?
And what he
Do you
saw.
have it?
I think I might.
Can you check to see if it recorded what happened?
We're playing video games. I turn to look at her. She turns to look at me. I think that she turned to lean in for a kiss. Like, on the cheek. And that's what she thinks, that's what he thinks that he saw.
Okay.
It's not, like, we're not sitting there
show me,
making out.
does it show when he came upstairs?
No. He probably turned the cameras off. Because, see, that's just you now.
So you don't have anything before that?
No. He probably turned it all off.
Is there any way to know if it got turned off?
See, no, because the last thing is me and her sitting here on the couch playing a video game. So he probably turned it off.
What time is that?
That's at 6:09.
And was it right after that?
No, because he took me down to the garage.
To show you that he had the video?
Yeah.
Of you guys doing this?
Yeah.
And then what happened?
And then we came upstairs because he was yelling at me. So he came upstairs to yell at Bonnie. And then he kicked her out. And he knocked the glass out of my hand. He shattered.
But Bonnie was here when that happened?
Yeah, she was sitting right here. He told
Did
her.
anything happen in the garage between you and
Yeah,
him?
he was just yelling at me. He told me to get the f*** out. And he was just like, yeah.
Okay. All your kids are downstairs? And they were downstairs?
Yeah, they were downstairs.
Okay, can I ask you to stay up here for now? I'm just going to go downstairs and check to make sure that the kids are okay. And then I'll be right back up, okay?
Can I see my own babies?
In just a minute, because they're talking to him downstairs. I want you to stay upstairs so that I can control, okay? Hi. Were you upstairs when Mommy and Daddy were yelling at each other? What did Daddy do?
Burn out my mom's glass.
Yeah.
He like broke the glass and
He
then
broke the glass? Did you see what happened?
No, he just.
Not the end all be all. He made a mistake.
Oh my goodness, I got to take that day off and the day after off. Hell yeah!
Like, I would have. He's done a lot, you know, but I've stayed for my kids.
And that's, you know, we make choices. And we do the best we can. He made a choice tonight. Okay, so he has to answer for that. What that looks like, I can't say. I don't know. Okay, but he will be an active participant in that to a degree. The DA will listen to you, the judge will listen to you. Okay? But make sure you let them know about your concerns and the fact that you're afraid of him and that this is kind of seems to be escalating. Does he have access to guns?
No, he sold our most recent gun.
So there's no guns in the house?
More. Yeah.
Okay. He doesn't keep a gun in his truck or anything like that?
No, we got rid of the last one.
Okay. Does he have family around here?
Yeah.
Okay, so he has somewhere. And again, it's a sucky situation, but he made the choice to do what he did.
It's not the choice.
Alcohol, okay, whatever. He's an adult.
No, he's done it.
Is there a reason besides the kids that you have stayed with him or not reported it?
I'm just really scared. I'm just scared because, like...
So what you did by calling us was a huge step.
Yeah,
Okay.
I felt like it was getting to a point where he could really hurt me. And it's been that way before, but I always knew that he wouldn't, because if I had turned him in, he would probably go to jail, and then that hurts my kids. And so I know that that's why he's never gone as far as he wishes that he would.
Out that he says he saw something and she's so sorry. He's just freaking out. He comes back up, starts yelling at her, and basically smacks the wine glass out of her hand. And what do you need me to do? Like, how can I help you? She said she's scared. She doesn't want to be left alone with him because he is gonna hurt her. But she can't leave her kids.
Okay.
And I said, okay, you need to tell me what you need me to do, because that's not okay. Like, come with us, or what do you need to do? She said, I can't leave my kids. I was like, okay, well then what do you need from me?
Okay.
She says, yeah, so my concern is she told me that she's scared that he is going to hurt her.
Okay. Did he... Are you injured?
I am not injured, no. I grabbed my husband. He started yelling at both of us to leave, and I said, okay. I am not injured. I'm totally fine. We are totally fine. I am concerned for her.
His hands on you or your husband?
With the wine glass, just smacked it across from her.
Okay. Did you see him put his hand, smack the glass out of her hand?
I didn't see him, no, put his hands on her, no.
Okay. Did she say if she was hurt at any point during that interaction or talking to you later?
No.
Okay. And just to confirm, you're not hurt and your husband is not hurt?
No, we're not hurt, no.
And are you on your way home?
We are on our way home, yes.
Okay. And just to confirm, the phone number that I called you at, that's the best number for you?
Yeah, that is my phone number, correct.
Bonnie, how do you spell your first name?
B.
Was your husband upstairs when this all happened, or was he downstairs?
He was downstairs. I came downstairs to tell him, hey, let's go. He's freaking out. I let him know, like, he just went ahead and smacked the glass out of her hand. The glass went everywhere, started yelling. So I basically didn't want to put my husband in that situation.
Okay.
So I wanted to get him out. I never want to put my husband in a situation where he feels like he needs to defend me.
Okay.
I was like, don't lie to me. Just be honest, you know? We've been married for 12 years, you know, and now you're going to sit up here in my house with my kids downstairs and, like, we're watching the game. We're supposed to be hanging out with friends. Mm-hmm. And you're going to do this, you know? So, like, I didn't confront anybody at first. I pulled her down here. We're talking about it. And she wanted to just be straight up. She's like, it didn't happen. I'm like, it did. And I showed her. And she's like, no, that didn't happen. And, like, she's like, she didn't kiss me. I'm like, I'm watching it. You know, so, like, I went back in. She stayed out here for a couple more minutes thinking of everything. And then, like, I tried to just go and just, like, be cool. But, like, I was, like, 12 years of marriage, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and you're just going to do this to me?
Yeah.
So I walked up. I want you to leave. You're not welcome at my house. I want you to go. Get your husband and go. Mm-hmm. Kaylin's standing right there, and she had her glass of wine, and she's like, nothing happened or whatever. And I was like, I know it did. I'm watching it on camera. She's like, nothing happened. It didn't happen. And I smacked her glass.
Smacked her glass.
Yeah. And I broke the glass.
What was she doing with the glass then?
She just had it right there like that. And I
smacked it out of her hand?
I didn't even hit it out of her hand. I hit the top of her glass. And it shattered the glass.
Shattered the glass.
Did you get hurt? You cut
I didn't
yourself?
I didn't get cut. She didn't get cut. I swear, I didn't touch her. I went like that on the glass. I hit the glass.
Why'd you do that?
I mean, 12 years of marriage, man.
No, I know, but
You
I
know,
mean, what was going through your head when you hit the glass?
I'm emotional, you know? I mean, I've been married to this woman for 12 years. She's the mother of my 3 kids.
Right.
We have a whole life together.
Now, what about this other guy when I came in, this skinnier guy?
He's my neighbor.
So who is her husband? Where's her husband? Is he
They
in
left.
last too?
They left.
Oh, they're already gone.
Yeah.
Okay. And where do they live?
Castle Rock.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Do you have an ID on you, real quick? Let me go talk to...
It's in there on the table.
Okay. Just, yeah, get it. It's me, dogs. It's me. It's me, puppies. It's okay. You're a cute little dog. Does she? Okay, yeah. Did happen right here?
Wine is.
Is that the wine?
Yeah.
So, when you were holding the glass, how were you holding it when he
I was
did?
just holding it.
Okay, and did he say anything when that happened?
Yeah, well, he came upstairs. He was like, I saw you kiss her, whatever.
Yeah.
So silly and so stupid. And he just knocked it out of my glass. He told me to shut the He called me he walked down the stairs.
When did he take your phone?
I don't know. I honestly do not know when
Did you have it in your hand or anything?
No, it was charging in here, and I know that he took it because he thinks he saw what he saw, and he knew I was going to call the cops. I told MJ to call the cops, and that's why he threw it back into my room.
Was that the only phone you had, or was there other phones you could use to call us?
No, this is my only phone.
But okay, but nobody else had a phone.
MJ is my neighbor, and I told him to call the cops.
So can I see your finger?
I mean, it's cleaned up a little bit now, but that's what's rough.
I got pictures.
Okay, did you? Alright, so harass. Does it hurt?
No, it doesn't really hurt. I'm just really scared of him.
The phone did it. Okay. Alright. This is for you. It explains things, but she'll also explain it verbally. She is your advocate. And if she isn't the one who goes to court, somebody will be in court to make sure the judge and the district attorney understands how you're feeling and why. Okay? Okay.
Can I take my kids to school tomorrow?
You can take your kids anywhere you want. Yep, yeah, absolutely. Like I said, he probably I don't think that it's until usually, let's see if it has it on there. It says what time. These are the new ones. But she'll be able to tell you. I don't think it's anywhere now, and I don't. He's also being charged. He's actually being charged with 3 charges.
What are they?
So, because you said this doesn't really hurt, but he did hit you. So that's harassment, domestic violence. That's where the temporary restriction order goes, or restraining order goes into place. He's getting charged with not allowing you to use the phone. He's interfering with that. That'll be up to them, the judge. And he's being, because Grayson was down here and saw it and was crying, he's being charged with 1 count of. Around 1, 2 o'clock, but I'm not sure. But when Emily gets here, she'll be able to explain that to you. Again, do you want us to stay? One of us to stay? Are you okay with MJ? Okay, because he's not coming back in here. He is. There's no way he's in the back of a police. He's in the back of a police car. He is handcuffed. He is going up to jail. He is not getting back to you.
So we invited some friends over for the Super Bowl, of course, Yeah. We're all hanging out, and me and MJ, my neighbor, and my wife's friend Bonnie, her husband Mike, the 3 of us are sitting down here watching football, And Bonnie, Mike's wife, they went upstairs.
Excuse me.
And they're hanging out upstairs or whatever, and we're all supposed to be watching the game together. So I was like, okay, and like, I have a camera set up in our loft so I can keep an eye on the kids, So like, I pull the camera up and I'm looking, and my wife and Bonnie, they're sitting like all close to each other, and like, I'm like, okay, like this is kind of weird, and I'm watching, and then like Bonnie, she's like looking back to see if anybody's watching or whatever, and then like starts kissing my wife.
Okay.
So after being married for 12 years, and everything like me and her have been through, in 12 years, and then to see her just like fall away,
Yeah.
Like that, it upset me, and it was hard to hold back emotion, So I went up there, I confronted him, and I told her, like, I didn't confront him at first. We came here and we stood here in the garage and we talked, and I told her, I said, I know everything that just happened. I watched it,
Mm-hmm.
Camera
in the loft, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, just be honest with me, tell me. And like, here, like, I mean, I even have it recorded.
The conversation.
I'm like, just be honest with me. And she's like, it didn't happen. And I was like, I'm watching it right here, I'm like, that's Bonnie, that's Kaylin on the right. And like, she even looks back to see if anybody's like watching it. Dude, am I going to, like, just be up with me?
Well,
am I going to jail?
Oh, I'll let you know, but we're still running. We're still trying to figure everything out.
I just can't do this with my kids, man. They can't see me do this, dude.
Hey, man, listen.
Like, I'm not even physical with we don't even spank my kids, man. My first one, yeah, we started with her, but my middle child, my 7-year-old, and my 4-year-old, like, they've never even seen us, man. We don't even touch our kids, dude. We're not physical. We're not nothing.
Okay,
to get upset like this and hit her glass, yeah, I shouldn't have done it, but I mean, 12 years of marriage, man.
Yeah,
I'm emotional.
I get it, man. I get it. I understand.
You know, to see this happen.
We're still trying to figure out the whole story, right? Because there's, you know,
Yeah, Bonnie come hang out while you're gone.
Okay.
She ended up staying here Tuesday night and Wednesday night.
Okay.
I get back from Pennsylvania. My 9-year-old daughter tells me that mom had the door locked with Bonnie in her room, wouldn't let them in. And I was like, okay, well, like, was this at nighttime or what? She's like, yeah, she told us to go to bed and she locked the door and wouldn't let us in. And she's like, when I woke up in the morning, the door was still locked and mom still wouldn't let us in. So that's where it started. And then tonight when they came over, this was the first night I ever met Mike or Bonnie.
Okay.
And they came here tonight and everything was cool, whatever. And then when they went upstairs, like, I was like, okay, so I looked at my camera and sure as shit, you know?
Yeah, I got you.
So let me ask you a question. I any weapons on you?
No.
Can I check?
Yeah.
Yeah, so put your hands behind your back real quick. Okay? I'm just going to check for weapons. And the first thing before we check for weapons, I got to explain something to you. So I got to explain something. Okay? So you are being placed under arrest for the, when you slapped the glass out of her hand, and then when you took her phone from her and threw it in the room, she wasn't able to call us. So you are being placed under arrest for the domestic violence. Run him?
No, not yet.
I'll have one male in custody. We'll get back to you in a second.
You have my phone?
I got your phone, bro. I'm right here, Goodman. Go on the passenger side.
Oh, this one's yours?
Yeah.
You're going to put him in your car? You want to pat him down again?
Yeah, I'll pat him down.
That's how it's well,
Well, here's the deal. You're a pretty good guy. If you keep your hands a little bit like this, see, I can get...
Look at my daughter just watching.
No,
this is embarrassing, dude.
Okay, we're going to get you in there real quick, okay?
This is sick, man.
So is there anything in the house you want? A coat, a wallet, anything like that?
Probably my wallet off the dining room table.
I'll get that for you. Hold on, he has to just pat you down real quick, because when you go in his car, it's different than me, Pat.
I'll make it quick, all right, bro?
Yeah, my little baby. This is sick. This is sick.
Okay, we're going to get you in now.
I'm not saying you did. Understand Colorado has very strict domestic violence laws, and we don't.
Man, because a man can't show emotion at all.
So we're treating you with respect because you're treating us with respect. Go with right or first.
Let's go ahead and go with
Left or right?
his right.
Okay. So you're a big guy, so I gotta just stretch you a little bit to try to get this cuff key in there. Okay, so hand this. Don't turn your hand yet. It locks in. Okay.
Oh, man.
Okay. I'm gonna head up north. Alright, so we're gonna hit the road so we can get you out of here.
I can't believe I'm getting...
Colorado has some very strict domestic violence laws, and we unfortunately don't get any discretion over it.
Like, just because I get upset and show any kind of emotion like I did.
Unfortunately, the act of slapping the wine glass out of her hand and this act of slapping her cell phone out of her hand constitutes a crime.
Her cell phone out, like, it was on the floor.
Or throat.
She wanted it back, so I tossed it into her room.
Okay. Well, regardless, the act of swatting the wine glass out of her hand constitutes an act of domestic violence, unfortunately. So when it comes to that, when it comes to intimate relationships and crimes, we get no discretion.
Sick, man. Nothing happens to her.
What do you mean?
Like, she gets in no trouble at all?
Give me 1 sec. I got to get on the radio, and then I'll be right back with you. I think it's direct supervision here at Weld County, so I don't think they have I don't think they'd put people in general population in cells. It's just big open dorms. I've actually never been inside the Will County Jail. I worked at Adams County System.
Can you show me with traffic?
I cannot confirm or deny that, but I understand where you're coming from.
Don't get me wrong, I understand we want to protect everybody, you know, but to be in a situation like I am, being called out to jail, you know, I've never been in trouble with the law in my life.
New pending incident.
And just because I showed emotion, I'm going to jail. I didn't hurt nobody, I didn't touch anybody, I didn't put my hands on anybody.
I understand where you're coming from, man. Unfortunately, we don't get any discretion when it comes to...
It's sick.
Everything's being documented. My body cam's recording right now, okay?
I appreciate that because it's sick, man. And I wasn't even hurt. And my kids weren't even in the room. They were in the basement. And when I did talk to my wife one-on-one, her and I went to the garage, away from everybody. Like, you think I'm looking at jail time for this or what?
No, I don't think you're looking at jail time. Listen, I can't tell you what's going to happen because I'm not the judge, I'm not the judicial system, but in my experience, what will likely happen is you'll see a judge tomorrow, they'll PR bond you, and you'll have to deal with this, but you're not going to, I highly, highly doubt you're not going to do any jail time for this. I can't promise you anything, obviously, but I would say no, in my opinion, okay?
But they're coming.
Is this like a felony charge?
No, none of these are felonies. These are just misdemeanors.
And how long does this stuff stay on my record?
In my experience, what I've seen happen is couples often go to court and work it out, and depending on how you move forward with your wife, some or all this could be dropped. But again, I can't make you any promises. I can't say what the future is. I can't promise you anything, all right?
New pending incident.
How old are you?
36.
New pending incident.
What I'm saying, man, I've just been in trouble in my life.
I didn't see anything on you, so I believe you.
You know, but I wasn't violent. I was upset. I showed emotion.
I understand.
I got cheated on after 12 years of marriage. So even when I walk in here, like, say they put me in this thing, these dudes are going to find out about this. And everyone come on me.
No, no one, unless you pop off and tell them and start talking about your charges in front of everyone else, no one knows.
And this is all happening because she wanted to press charges?
No, in Colorado, it doesn't matter if the other person wants to press charges. That's what I've been trying to tell you is there's no discretion. So, if there's a warrant for someone's arrest, I have to arrest them because it's a judge's order. It's domestic violence falls the same way. It doesn't matter if anyone wants to press charges. It's just if there's probable cause, which in this case there was, we as officers have to make an arrest. Otherwise, we could be prosecuted.
So did she press charges?
I have no idea if she wanted to or not because I didn't talk to her. But it doesn't matter if she wanted to or not.
They're filed.
Because... like I said, anytime there's probable cause that a crime committed, where a crime was committed, and it's domestic violence related in Colorado, it's a shell arrest, whether anyone wants to press charges or not. That's what I was kind of alluding to earlier, that DV charges here in Colorado are insanely strict. Frederick PD, I have one adult male. He is cooperative.
Come on in.
Thank you. There's a trash can over here before we go. I'll let you take a pit stop over there. It's right in front of us.
You guys stay safe out there. See ya.
We can hear her husband's concern about being put in the general population, but unless his offenses were big news that the media picked up for the world to know about, no one's going to verify his charges, or care for that matter. He at this point hasn't even been convicted of anything. His charges on paper look terrible for sure, but he won't even make it to a pod. Lucky for him, he went in on a Sunday evening, and will see a judge first thing in the morning. What he did was wrong, but from what he is saying about his wife's friend spending the night with the bedroom door locked, tells me that he had a very good reason to be concerned about his marriage at the time. I think he could have handled things better, but a man knows when something is off, and he acted on this. Me, personally, I would have took her word for it when she said it didn't happen. I've learned over the years that sometimes it's best to let things go, especially when it's family involved and I have 12 years invested in it. It's not like the video of his wife getting a peck was irrefutable evidence. I think there was a lot more at play here. They knew that purchasing the home would bring a lot of attention to their family, and I'm betting since moving into the old Watts home, as the officer called it, put a big strain on their marriage. I can only imagine the conversations they had laying in the bed at night in the old Watts master bedroom. The echoes of Bella, Celeste, and Shanann Watts ringing in their ears while reading the comments section of their Facebook posts. Commenters wishing them well, commenters trolling. Was there a dark presence making the family vulnerable to threats? Who knows? But I can tell you that if this happened anywhere else, he wouldn't have been arrested. Police would have told him to go stay at a friend's and gave him a court date, in my opinion.
It's a small form of here. Any weapons of any kind, any guns, knives, bombs, bazookas, knives, needles, anything concealed inside of your body that you don't want to bring something to. Yes, for sure. Spinner and face me. After I take the cuffs off, turn them back around, put your hands on the middle bar.
Thank you, sir.
Not quite worth it.
Sure. Yeah.
Take your rings a little bit.